This episode is brought to you by Tequila, the home of Los Santos, known for its strongest tequila and its amazing event nights. Be sure to get yourselves down to Tequila for a night you won't forget. Rockford Records, the city's #1 podcast station. You are listening to the Rockford Records podcast.
You are listening to the Rockford Records podcast.
You are listening to the Rockford Record Podcast.
You are now tuning into the Rockford Record Podcast.
You are now listening to the Rockford Records Podcast.
You are listening to the Rockford Records podcast.
You are now listening to Rockford Records Podcast.
We hope you enjoy the episode. And remember, stay safe, Los Santos.
Moaning. He's like, I'm not moaning. I said, you just fucking moaned. Believe me, I know what a moan sounds like.
There she is.
I mean, I was gonna get a nice picture, but
oh, fuck.
someone just
Everyone
like did a 360 with a taxi. Alrighty, well, welcome and thank you for joining me today. It is greatly appreciated. You will be the first one that we have done. First podcast of the hopefully long series. So the topic we're going to go over today is the episode is going to be called The Climb. Basically, we're just going to kind of share our experiences of growing in the city, all the way until you began as children, and how you've become to evolve and become the people you are today. So, you know, how did you guys find it when you first flew into this city?
Scary, I would say.
It really is. Like, you don't know anyone yet. So it is difficult when you don't know anyone, you don't know where anything is. You really just gotta figure it all out for yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to it. That'll be a lovely scene, I guess. So with money, how did you guys begin making your money from your first flying?
Personally, I just did the oxy runs, you know? Simple, easiest way to make money. Personally. It's
I
hard to
delivered
find
some pizzas here and there.
because it's not on the map.
Yeah, well, one more.
I actually started off at a burger shop. When I first flew in, I obviously flew in with my ex-husband, you could say, and I just kind of tagged along. I got really close with Kuzai, and just all of them in there. So they actually gave me my first job at Burger Shot, and that's how I started.
That's how I kind of started too. I was doing oxy runs and met Giovanni, my husband.
Mm-hmm.
I joined PD. Recently left PD. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't have the money I do today if I didn't meet people. So.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. And well, my story's actually quite different. So I flew into the city with Amina, and I was actually very fortunate to be gifted a Danny 11, and I started off the life of crime, befriending little Dannies and taking them up the mountain.
Yeah, I
And,
feel
you know,
that. I
having a
feel
little
that.
chat.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna and then,
I may or may not have done my
chit-chatting.
my fair few runs with Danny's.
Yeah.
To be fair, when I
Anytime I see a Danny, I just automatically be like, okay, first thing you need to do is not look like a Danny. 'Cause
Honestly,
there's
the
segregation here.
if I
Be
see
careful.
anybody, and I mean anybody that doesn't have their eyebrows put on, they're my first target to be taken up the hill.
Exactly.
Like,
Damn straight.
facts.
That's the main thing they need to do as soon as they come in city is grow their hair out, you know, get their hair,
Get some eyebrows.
get some plastic surgery, fix it up so they don't look like Danny's.
Yeah, I can,
Exactly.
provide the plastic surgery if they really need it,
I think
I'm sure
it's
almost anyone in the city will show them where to get it done.
I think it's worse when they don't even go and buy some new clothes and they just come in. they just they just fly in with some old tattered homeless gear and just start running around the city causing havoc.
Yep.
And when they're missing arms or fucking chest, oh man.
Yeah.
That's
I've seen some monstrosities out there.
Running around with no hands.
It's like
Yup.
Christmas when I see
Oh.
one of them.
That's a lot of meth during childbirth, let me tell you. I probably sold that mother meth too.
Oh god.
I thought I made a lot of money on that myth that they were born with.
Oh, well,
Definitely.
gotta deal with the abominations now.
Could have paid for more plushies.
Oh fuck!
You and those plushies.
The plushies. Yeah.
To be fair, if I was a daddy and flew in now, I think my first thing would actually be to go and buy one of them plushies.
Yeah, to any Danny's, if Danny somehow does find this, just don't listen to this girl beside me. She's gonna tell you to spend your money and life savings on a fucking plushie.
Yep.
You may regret it, you may not, depending on color.
I do. To be fair, I think my favourite one at the minute is the blue one. I just like.
Electric hair,
Yeah, they just have different different hairstyles. You've got the rare ones, which I'm pretty sure only like 4 people in the city actually have one of them ones. That is my goal. You've got the the 2 like animated ones, like the anime character ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think there's only like 4 or 5 in the city. I think they were telling me.
Plushie's going Super Saiyan.
And people are selling them for loads because they're that rare. Well, to be fair, I think my run at the beginning was pretty good. To be fair, I met up with someone. I was just kind of cruising around, was stopping by PD, EMS, and just trying to make some friends off the start. Ended up making a friend, and from there I got my first car, gun. Ended up joining the Irish, which I was in for a little bit. Then I left, started working at ammunition, and then from there I feel like my life just got 10 times more hectic and 10 times more busy. But indeed, I've enjoyed it so far. Is there anything at the start of the city that did you guys have any beef with anyone? Was there anything like that made your beginning a struggle?
Oh, good question.
I don't think so. I stuck with obviously Josh, Kuzai, Jeremiah until I think the only struggles that we had I after joined the Leon family and it just gang life, all of that kind of stuff that just put a lot of pressure on you, as you
Yeah,
can see that.
I feel that. I feel that. I do indeed.
I'm trying to think. The only real problem I had, man, was getting Danny's in my car. No, that was the only real struggle I had.
Waiting,
other than that, it's just
giving them those
nice
lovely compliments until you can get them in the back of your car. I feel that.
Yeah, I was saying, yo, I love you. I love the look, man. No eyebrows, no hair. I'm really digging it. Fancy jumping in my vehicle. And some comply.
Give them some some sort of shoe polish. Give them a good squeaky clean.
Yep.
Straight.
That's
I'll say, come on, let's get you fixed up, man. And then take him in the vehicle and just drive all the way up Mount Chiliad.
Oh, come on, let's take you to the hospital, get you some plastic surgery.
Yes, that's exactly.
You do the Danny's dirty, man.
Yeah, I'm against Danny's.
Nowadays, they just try every door handle they can fucking see.
Oh,
just leave your car unlocked.
Yeah,
They'll come.
definitely. That's why mine now gets parked in the back, so that no one can rob it. I don't trust it being out the front anymore. I've had it done too many times.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
Danny's with a lockpick. Wildin'.
Different breed.
To be fair though, lockpicking is harder than hot wiring, and like.
Oh, definitely.
I've seen like 20 attempts, like 20 cars just sitting on a highway. I'm like, what's going on? All the doors are open. It's just one Danny in the center of them.
I've actually never lockpicked.
Never lockpicked.
I tried once.
And I've been in the city for over a month and a half now, and I've never touched a lockpick.
It's very unique experience with the third skill check it gives. It's annoying.
I might have to give it a whirl.
Yeah, always good to try something new, you know? Maybe you'll master it.
That's something I'm never very good at, is mastering something. I have a very short-term memory. So if I was to master it, I probably won't remember it the next day.
I feel that.
Like I think I own quite a few whiteboards.
Oh. I have a very short-term memory too.
Yep.
And attention deficit.
Just disappeared out of the shop, just left.
For you.
It's
What?
an actual medical disorder. Why are you laughing?
What, your legs just disappearing? I know.
I feel that.
The bottom half of your leg just paralysed, and you just kind of dropped and then sprung back up again. What is like the funniest or like the craziest story that you guys had from starting off in the city?
Interesting. I gotta think of this.
Oh. You were saying, Scott?
No, I'm thinking
Okay,
hard.
so I do have one. When I first came in city, I was trying to learn whatever I could. And so I would go start a store, right? A store robbery. Wait for the cops to get there. That's the first time I actually met Gio. I waited for them to get there, and I asked him to send me to prison so I could figure out the chores.
It's a good idea, to be honest.
Like, that was my first like impression on him, is him begging him to take me to jail.
What a love story.
I thought it was meant to be a funny story.
Like, later, he was like, "No, we need more applicants for PD," and I was like,
I think
"I'd apply." He laughed at me.
I have actually never gone to prison.
Wow.
No,
It's
it
fun.
sucks, man.
Do you know what? No matter and not even that. No matter how hard I try to actually get to prison, it just doesn't work for me.
Yep.
I
No, I
walked
gotta
into
find it,
prison,
yeah.
but not by escort of an officer.
Well, that's-
Like,
mean,
I have
If
really
you have
tried
five
before.
people arrested before, help you out with that.
I think the
Honestly, me and
easiest-
Mr. Raccoon was driving around the this PD officer. He was following us around everywhere, and I won't lie, it was one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to go to prison, well, speaking from experience before, get into a chase, do some fucking GTA jumping, you know, just off the bridge by the old pillbox, just jump, and they will, you know, start shooting you, and you'll go straight to jail.
Ooh,
It's
you gotta be
pretty
careful with that.
easy.
They're no, they're getting pretty strict on that. You might get a vacation for that, actually.
Nah, not me.
I
at
mean,
least.
I could do with taking a nice flight to Spain, maybe.
Yeah.
I wanna go to the Bahamas, man.
Might even be able to have a ride on one of those beautiful yachts they have as well.
Ooh, maybe.
No, right?
First class, maybe even get my own private helicopter or something.
Imagine.
If only.
Yep.
When you guys first started in the city, was there anything that inspired you? Was there something you saw and thought, do you know what? That's what I want to do.
EMS. Obviously. Well, for me anyway, I wasn't really into the gang life, if you could say. Our gang fell apart pretty much, like I think like a month.
Rightio, we are back. I think the question I asked was it who inspired you? Was we in the middle of that one?
Yeah, what inspired you?
Yeah. What was it? Something to do with.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
inspired you?
Like what inspired you
City.
when you first started? What?
Money.
Yep.
Do you know what?
Seeing that baby run.
What about you, Saucy?
What inspired me?
So we've got the two money whores here.
Yeah.
I'm the nice one.
We've
I'm
got
the nice
we've got the one that saves me on a day-to-day basis. And then what about you? What was your inspiration?
Okay, I don't want to sound like I am being listening, right? But what was the question? What inspired me to what?
Like in the city, when you first started, what was it that you looked at and thought, "Do you know what, that's what I want to do?
Ah, right. Well, to be honest with you, man, when I first started, nothing really. But then I started hanging around EMS a lot and watching, how people interacted with each other and, how things were at EMS. And I thought, you know what? This is something that I want to do. So, I
Sweet.
had a chat with this lady to my left, and, she helped me go on the right path to helping people in the city.
Yep.
It's very nice.
Hmm.
It's actually quite wholesome."
Oh, we're a very wholesome community.
I think it's the same for everyone. Like, it's really the people
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming back.
definitely.
Right?
I think if I didn't have some of the people that I did when I first flew in,
Yeah,
because
you would have been looking for a different city right about now.
I've been into quite a few sister cities before I flew in here, and I think one of the biggest things for me is struggling to communicate with people. That is one of the main reasons that I actually wanted to have the Rockford, was to build those friendships with everyone and bring something to the city that will be able to pull everyone together a lot more and kind of bring those friendships that everyone values.
Yeah, building up a community type of thing,
Building
Yeah,
something
we're
that
all
everyone people could be like, driving past ammunition and they'll look at you and think, oh, that's the person that sang this song. Like they're actually really good. Like those types of things. I want people, especially people that have got really good talent that is getting slept on to really bring it out.
We definitely need that, especially with the community that we have right now. I think everyone just needs to, have something that can pull all of us, closer.
Indeed, and I think one of the biggest things with me at the minute with this is that any kind of event that I've got, I always think about bringing other businesses in as well. Because not only is it bringing the community together, but it's bringing all the businesses together to be able to help each other out as well.
Yep.
Exactly.
So what made you choose the path that you decided to lead with your life in this city? What made you do what you are today?
Money.
My answer isn't money this time.
Okay. My ears are open. My ears are open.
A gun, not a gun.
Oh.
Again, the people really. Like I met people, joined PD, and then PD was a little constricting, and I met my gang members, and it just really, they've been teaching me a lot and trying to learn as I go.
Wait, you saying that you met your gang through your PD affiliation?
Yeah, I was arresting them.
Oh, okay. Right.
I was getting calls every single day from Mandy begging me to leave PD. Finally did it, joined the gang. Everything worked out. I'm having a lot of fun.
John actually helped me quite a lot at the start of the city. To be fair, I actually was picking for him, and he brought someone else, and then they robbed me, and he came back and he still paid me for it.
See, that's just a nice person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wholesome.
That is wholesome.
Go on. What's your
I was just gonna say, basically, I think like with the job that I have now, just from my experience, that just helping other people and interacting with them and putting them on a path, instead of basically just helping them and not interacting at all. Like I
Mhm.
feel it is needed for us, like people to help others. So I felt when obviously I joined the EMS and stuff, and even when I was off duty with EMS, just seeing some random people, and just going up and chatting and stuff and feeling a good connection with other people that if maybe I was passive and just kept to myself, maybe I wouldn't have met all these other people, even these people in this room right now. So
Mhm. Yeah,
And
I will say, to be honest, I have the same experience kind of as him. Obviously, I wouldn't. Obviously, I really liked EMS before I became one. But then it was actually kind of just random. Um, Josh got invited for an interview, and I tagged along, and Harry was like, "Oh, would you like an interview?" I was like, why not? Might as well just go for it." I wasn't really prepared for anything, or even the job. I didn't know what it was like, and I think I just went on from there. I got very close with everyone. I became, quite known as the blue haired lady. um,
do you know what? I actually think I remember that. I actually think I remember you with your blue hair.
yeah, a lot of people remember me by that, or the unicorn gummies lady. For some reason. But yeah, I think if it wasn't for Harry, I definitely wouldn't be here of where I am now. So big shout out to Harry for that.
Yeah, Harry's helped me a lot as well. Harry was helped me a lot when it came to the beginning foundations of Rockford as well. Um, yeah, Harry's a good guy.
Mhm.
What would you say was your biggest strength when you first flew in? What was your biggest strength?
I'm so dumb. People wouldn't dare try to rob me.
I mean,
They felt pity on me, like I was.
yeah, that's actually I can't tell if that's a strength or a weakness.
I would say for Mesh, that's definitely a strength.
yes.
You have no common sense.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
It sounds like a strat, but
You'll never know.
Strength.
You'll never know if I'm actually playing a character.
shit, I don't know. For my answer, I would say my strength, if as soon as I flew in, would just be probably willpower, because when you fly in, you're a Danny, you're clueless, and you strength is something and that's very scarce. You have to build that. You don't just have anything off the start. You're so far at the bottom. So really, it's just the perseverance to become where we are now that I would say is my biggest strength.
Yeah. Even to go off that, I feel like for me personally, I think communication, because a lot of people who start out in the city don't tend to go just up to random people and talk. They always, try to start fights or try to do some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel communication would probably be my strength,
Yeah.
as you get to meet a lot of people, and especially these days when you meet a Danny, most of them don't say a word. So yeah, I feel like that would be my strength.
Sometimes I just take Danny's on car rides with me forever and just drop him off at a random location.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Not even
It
rob
is
him,
really
just
peaceful.
take him with me.
I've given a Danny 100k before. I don't know why. You were just there and I thought, oh, you know what, fuck it, here you go. And there was like, what's this? And I was like, there you go, go sort yourself out, just have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, you literally got robbed as soon as you give it to him. It might have been.
Yeah, probably. He either did that or he flew. One or the other.
Yeah.
Or he did something stupid and got a trip.
He went
Yep.
straight to the gun store.
Definitely. I probably even served him there.
Probably.
You
Probably
bred
when
a fucking killer.
just starts running around with his
Do you guys remember the serial killer that was in City?
Yes.
I was a cop
Yes,
and I
yes.
was determined on taking that dude down. And then I gave him permission to murder me. So that was funny.
So you hunted down you hunted down a serial killer to then let him kill you.
Yeah. So I was determined to hunt him down, end his reign of killing. And then he was just nice, and he said
Oh
I never do it without permission. And then he was like, but I do take the ID cards, something to remember it by.
He Ted Bundy'd your ass.
And then he was like, so I always get permission. Consent is key. And then he was like, do I have permission to kill you? I said, sure.
Of course.
Yeah, why not?
There's definitely a mesh ID card just rotting away in someone's drawer somewhere.
Yep.
A charismatic killer is the scariest, man.
But right now, my name isn't Mesh. Right now, my fake ID says Matt. See?
I'm an Oliver.
Matt.
Oh my god, isn't it?
And I'm Asian now.
Oh wow.
All right, Matt. I'm definitely gonna call you that for the rest.
It's not Mesh, it's Matt now.
Okay, Matt. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
I don't believe in weaknesses, actually.
Ooh.
You got the skills to pay the bills. I see that.
There is nothing you can change around to make a strength at all.
Skills to pay the bills.
I literally, for my strength, I said I was dumb. Come on. There's no such thing as weaknesses. There's just what you do with it.
That's actually a pretty good answer, don't it?
I don't think I could talk
Mesh is
about
smart. Call myself dumb then smart in the same sentence.
And as we've only got a short time left, as my lovely angel is sending down to me, so are you happy with the way you are in this city now? Like, have you achieved everything that you wanted to achieve? Have you still got stuff to still got goals that you'd like to achieve?
I would say no. I think I'm really happy of where I am right now. You know, becoming the head of administration in a hospital has definitely made it an amazing experience, and I wouldn't change it for the world. With the people that I work with, they definitely make it 100% better. It's like we're not, we're more like of a family there, and it's just, I think it's amazing where all of us are up to now. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. But yeah, no, I think I wouldn't change anything.
I think it's the same for me. Like, I love where I'm at, but I also I know there's always something you could do. There's always somewhere you could be. So far away from conquering the city, and I will.
Yeah, same with me. I feel I'm very happy where I am. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I'm in, with working at EMS and owning a nightclub. Big shout out to Darcy Nightclub, by the way. And and yeah, I feel obviously there's more higher steps for me to take. You know, there are better things waiting for me. I feel in right now the position I'm in, I couldn't be more happier.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mr.
What about you,
Whitehair?
Charles?
Uh, shit. Happiness? I don't know. I'm pretty conflicted. I mean, it sounds like we have gang member here and two EMS, whereas I'm just a lonely civ, you know. And I feel like my confliction is the fact that I have more freedom in the sense I can do whatever. But that also leads to complications, you know. So I've ran into pretty much everyone on the block besides every Danny. I don't want to do that, you know, but some groups are better than others. Lots of lessons and experiences that I've acquired. None that I can share, unfortunately. But yeah, it's been a journey, and I don't. Happiness wise, I'd say I'm fine, but I have a couple debts to pay to some people, and other people I really appreciate them for allowing me to be in their lives. Met a really cool lad the other day who knows everything about cars, and kind of been bragging it with him for a little bit. So I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm satisfied, happy though. I don't know.
Is there anything that
I wonder if I can put a crown on my plushie.
Oh my god.
a what? Sorry, a crown.
Yeah, look at my head. I have a crown. I'm
That's a tiara.
You took the words out of my mouth.
fucking queen. Deal with it.
So random. Oh my
So
goodness,
regal.
Mitch.
I can't help it, guys.
Look at her focus on the plushie.
I know.
Honestly, I've been getting those. I've been. I feel like I'm being given death stares. Like I've just like casually like tilted my head over from one side just to see like someone staring into my soul.
You're good as long as you don't touch my plushie.
I'll give it 100k.
Are you scared that it would leave if you looked away?
Well, I do thank everyone for coming in. It was greatly appreciated to have you all here.
Thank you for having us.
And I feel like the stories that have been shared was really good. I really enjoyed getting to know. I think for me it was a nice thing to get to know you all a little bit more as well. On your lovely upbringings. I mean, I still don't know whether Mesh's strength is a strength or a weakness, but I think I think I think I might spend some time reminiscing on that and just try and get to the bottom of it. But I thank you guys for joining the Rockford studio. I thank you for joining the podcast, and I hope to have you guys again.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Bumbus says bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Slushy.
Slushy?
Yeah, the green slushy. Alright. Sorry. Goodbye, Bumbus.
We can drink it now?